Progress soon to position itself directly behind the Zvezda service module at a distance of 150 meters for that brief period of station keeping.
So the range is 200 meters and range rate is minus 0.16. And the size of the Progress is about a square. The size is about a square.
You can see engine firings on the Progress, once again fine-tuning its path for its period of station keeping. Approaching the station keeping point, not quite there, in just a moment or two from now. The unpiloted Progress doing exactly what it was programmed to do. Just about 200 meters separating Progress from the station. You see just to the upper right of the center of the crosshairs, that's the docking port of the Zvezda service module, where the Progress soon will link up to.
Oh, the radiogram. So the range is 200. We're standing by for your directions, Moscow. We confirm the roll maneuver. The range is 190.
And the Progress is now in a roll maneuver. This will properly orient its solar arrays in the correct angle so that the final approach and docking is unobstructed. The docking port on the aft of the Zvezda service module just right about in the center of the crosshairs. About a minute and a half left in the fly-around before we begin station keeping. Everything remains on track. The Progress is in the neighborhood of the International Space Station, soon to complete its fly-around.
Anton, please issue.
And station keeping has begun. The fly-around now complete. This should be very, very brief. Russian flight controllers now assessing the alignment of the forward docking probe with the aft port of the Zvezda service module.
Activating display 44. Copy. We confirm approach, and I'm turning off operation. Operation is off. We are accelerating All right, and then move to page 23, monitor automated approach.
And final approach is now underway. This will be a slow and methodical maneuver by the Progress, ever so slow to move in at ultimately a rate of about 1/10 of a meter per second for contact and capture of the docking port.
Range is 160. And the range rate is unintelligible minus 28. And the target is in the center of the periscope. Copy and copy. Range is 150. We just passed this mark. Copy.
Everything is going very smoothly so far. You can see almost right above the center of the crosshairs from this external camera on the Progress, the aft docking port of the Zvezda service module, which was launched to the International Space Station on a Proton rocket back in July of 2000. 120 meters separating Progress from the station, closing at a rate of 0.7 of a meter per second. Now a view of the Progress closing in from an external camera on the truss of the International Space Station as Progress and the station approach an orbital sunset over the Pacific Ocean. Less than 100 meters now separating Progress from the station.
Aligned, and the target is a little bit to the left. We copy. At 0125, we may have an LOS, but it's going to be a short one. Copy. Now we'll continue monitoring the process. SM is 3 squares, and the range is about 78 meters. We copy. The target is a little bit below, approximately 1 degree off. Copy. Six minutes till orbital night. Copy.
We're about 1 minute away from a brief handover between satellites on our tracking and data relay satellite system. We'll be getting back the downlink signal within seconds after that brief loss of signal.
Copy.
65 meters separating Progress from the station.
So the range is about 55 meters based on and the target is in the center of the periscope. The crosshairs are aligned. We copy.
About 50 meters now separating Progress. We're waiting to reacquire our downlink signal through the tracking and data relay satellite system. This view from a balcony camera in the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov outside Moscow. Russian flight controllers in contact with cosmonauts Anton Shkaplerov and Pyotr Dubrov inside the Zvezda service module, which will be the port of call just a few minutes from now for the Progress 79 cargo craft.
The docking node is about 2 squares, and the range is approximately 140 meters. Do you have confirmation that SSB is ready? Yes. We have the confirmation, and the target is to the right a little bit. Copy. And I'm continuing to monitor the situation. The crosshairs are aligned. So, please move to page 24. So, docking node is 3 squares, and the range is approximately 25. The crosshairs are aligned, and the target is a few degrees off. I am ready to work with the AGC. I don't see the target. I see the target. There is a little bit of a 5-degree roll. The target is in the center of the periscope, and the crosshairs are aligned. We copy. So the size of the target, the angular size of the target is about 2 squares. The center of the target is a little bit off to the right by 1 degree. We copy.
Coming up on the 10-meter mark.
The target is about 2.5 squares. We just passed this mark. We copy.
Progress closing at the expected rate of about 1/10 of a meter per second.
8 meters. The target is in the center.
The 5 meters now, standing by for contact and capture.
The range is 1 meter. Copy. The crosshairs are aligned, and the target is in the center.
Contact confirmed.
Mechanical contact.
And capture confirmed at 8:31 p.m. Central Time, 9:31 p.m. Eastern Time.
And
as Progress and the International Space Station flew 258 miles over Argentina, just south of Buenos Aires.
Now, please deactivate Toru on our go after probe retraction. Copy.
The docking probe on the Progress now retracting. That will bring the Progress docking surface flush with the aft port of the Zvezda service module to initiate the closing of the hooks. It doesn't get much smoother than that. A flawless ride from launch pad in Baikonur to docking at the International Space Station. Contact and capture docking occurring at 8:31 p.m. Central Time, 9:31 p.m. Eastern Time. Another 3 tons of food, fuel, and supplies being delivered to the International Space Station. The docking probe about halfway now in its maneuver to drive the 2 docking surfaces of the Progress and the Zvezda service module flush against one another. That will initiate the closing of the hooks to form a hard mate. We're almost at the completion of the retraction of the forward docking probe on the Progress. Again, the launch of this resupply ship, the unpiloted Progress 79, occurred on Wednesday night, U.S. time, early Thursday morning at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan on a Soyuz 2.1A booster, an 8-minute, 45-second ride to its preliminary orbit. The Progress separated from the upper stage, the third stage of the Soyuz booster, deployed its solar arrays and navigational antennas, and began what turned out to be a perfect 2-day journey for its docking to the aft port of the Zvezda service module, just standing by now for the closing of the hooks to form a hard mate between Progress and Zvezda.